I'm Nathan Tabor with Handling Life. Thank you so much for joining my podcast today. I hope this will be an encouragement to you. Hope this is something you can take and apply to your life. I hope this is something that you need. It's something I definitely need. And that topic is we all need counsel. We all need someone or somebodies in our life that we can go and ask questions, that we can go and sit down and have a serious conversation with it. Hey, I'm facing this issue. I'm going through this in my life, whether it be personal or professional or financial or physical or spiritual. We need people in our lives that we can go and talk to. Proverbs is very clear about this. And if I started reading all the verses from Proverbs, we would be here for quite some time. So a few of my favorites, Proverbs 12:15, it states, "The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth, or he that listens unto counsel, is wise." Proverbs 11:14 says, "Where there is no counsel," so nobody's listening to anything, "the people will fail." I can think of many times in my life right now that I didn't seek counsel. I didn't talk to anybody. I just, as we say in the South, I went by, holding on to my britches by the seat of my pants, and I just went and did it, and it didn't work out. Had I sat down and talked to someone, hindsight 2020, I probably could have avoided most, if not all, of those things in my life. Proverbs 19:20 and 21 says, "Hear counsel, receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in your later years," or your later end. It's pretty good advice. Long term, right? Get counsel, receive instructions. And Proverbs 15:22 says, "Without counsel, purposes are disappointed." But in the multitude of counselors, plans are established. So when you look through Proverbs, and there's others, there's a lot, Google wisdom and counsel in Proverbs, and you'll get quite a few verses there. So hopefully you understand there's a basis. There's a biblical basis for seeking counsel. There's a biblical basis for hearing instruction. But there is good counsel that leads you to the Lord, leads you closer to God, keeps you on the path God wants you on. There's also bad counsel. And bad counsel could be, really solid, good advice, nothing wrong with it. The advice itself is not bad, but it leads you away from God. And if at any point counsel or instructions is leading you away from God, is it good or is it bad? Well, it's bad. So you don't want to listen to that type of counsel. You want to try to get counsel from someone who has a biblical worldview, someone that has a Christ-centered perspective, that when they are giving you advice or they're giving you instruction, they're giving it from a perspective that's going to bring you closer to God. There's 4 quick things I want to talk to you about in counsel, what you should be looking for. And if you're giving counsel to someone, this is the path you should be giving it to them. But if you're getting it from someone, they should be advising you. They should be an advisor. This is someone who's going to sit down and inform you. Bring to the table, hey, this is where you are. Here's the bigger picture. These are all the situation or circumstances that you could be getting yourself involved in. So it's kind of a broad view. That's what an advisor is, right? So a presidential advisor or an advisor to a CEO, they advise on all the good and the bad that you could be looking at. The second is to resolve. And this is something that we in our word today, resolve, of we get through this, we resolve it, we take care of it. But resolve is really, in this situation, is we're going to decide on a firm, a very strong foundation, a very dedicated way that we're going to do something. So we're going to firmly decide on a course of action. you're going to resolve when you leave that meeting or you leave that time of prayer that you are going to do it this way, no matter what comes up, because it's the God way. It's what you're at peace with in your heart and in your mind. It's what you find to be scripturally based, and that's what you're going to do. The other is to guide. Someone should be helping you in showing you the way you should be going. And we see this in the shepherd. A shepherd has a rod, and they kind of guide the sheep along. Okay, don't go this way. Don't go too far that way. Stay right in here. And that's what counsel can do for you. If you got somebody who's spiritually based, Christ-based, Bible-based. And the last but not least is kind of the purpose. Understanding, what's your intention? What's your objective? What's your goal here? And, not to beat this, kind of a dead horse here, but if your purpose is not to get closer to God, if your purpose is not to serve God, if your ultimate purpose is not to develop a deeper and stronger relationship with God, then the end result, where you're going to end up, you're not going to like. If your purpose is to make money, not going to end well. If your purpose is to climb the corporate ladder, not going to end well. If your purpose is anything other than getting closer to God, now, can you climb that corporate ladder? Can you make money? Can you grow your business? Can you do all the things that you want to do and also put God at the top? Absolutely. If God wants you to be involved in something and God wants you to prosper, you're going to do it. Now, that's not prosperity gospel. I don't mean it that way. But if you put God first, you'll be amazed at the things that you can accomplish in your life. So to recap on this, you want to look for someone to help to advise you, to help you make your plan of resolve, that you're going to do it and you're going to do it this way and you're going to do it in this time period. You want to help somebody to get someone to help guide you. Hey, you're off course a little bit. And then you want someone to help you understand your purpose. Why are you doing this? The ultimate reason is to serve the Lord. So no matter, who you're counseling with or who you're getting advice from, just remember that should all lead you to a closer relationship with God. And we need counsel. Don't let Satan corner you. Satan did that for a number of years in my life, and still at times I struggle with this of, well, no one will understand what I'm going through. How do I even start? What do I start to tell them? I can't do this or I can't do that because what will they think, or the embarrassment, or... Don't do that. Go sit down with a Christian brother or a Christian sister and say, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? Can I share with you what's going on in my life? Find someone who has a tender heart. Find someone who has a relationship with God, and you'll find the counsel that you need in your life. My name is Nathan Tabor. I'm with Handling Life. If you want to find out more about this ministry, you can visit handlinglife.org. Got a lot of great free materials, books, videos, podcast. Please take those and read them, apply them to your life, and share them with others.